Hey everybody, I want to talk about the unconditional love and sometimes how eventually when things flip, we have to change our mindset on how our time, love, finances, money, etc., it has to be earned. Now, when we choose to have our children, or you become pregnant unexpectedly, but you still want your children, when we choose for them to be there, they didn't have to earn it. It was already unconditional and given. It was just the way it is. What loving parents do is they sacrifice for those children. If after they walk away from your unconditional love and they decide to shatter that sacrificial heart and the love that you poured into them, if they want to come back, they have to earn it. It is no longer freely given that you are allowed to be in my space regarding my mind, heart, soul, spirit, etc. We freely give it. It's just the way it is. It's what a loving parent does. It's how we sacrifice for our spouse, our siblings, our parents, etc., grandparents. And when we bring people into this world, it's because we want them to be there. In most cases, I wanted my children. But when that love is smashed into a million pieces and they just toss it out like it's in the garbage, like it's just a piece of garbage, like your heart doesn't mean anything, your love meant nothing. And that's the thing, is they don't understand this is the side effect of parental estrangement. But let's just say your children walked out of your life. One walked out of your life. Maybe you have two left, or maybe one's left, or whatever the case. Even though that with the prodigal son, the story, the Bible story, it says when the prodigal son returned after squandering his inheritance, the father said, "Oh, my son's back. Let's kill the fattened calf and have a feast." I'm sorry, I'm human. I'm not the man in the Bible. I cannot roll the red carpet out if my daughters decide to come back. In fact, I did. When my oldest daughter disconnected, came back a couple years later, I sobbed like a baby. I broke down. I couldn't believe it. I thought, I am the luckiest mom in the world. And that was one of the best days of my life. And she said, "I'll never do it again." And I said, "Why did you leave?" And she said, "Because you yelled at us and we were afraid of you." And I said, "I'm sorry. Won't happen again." And we reconciled for a couple of years. And I trusted her and I believed in her. And then she walked away again. And I said, 2 strikes. I don't think I can do a third. I just do not think I can. Why? Because I'm human. Because I don't deserve this. We can have a disagreement and talk about it and come to a happy median where we can both thrive in this relationship. But there comes a point in time when you have to say, I'm not, just because I gave birth to you doesn't mean you can abuse me. It's, you broke my heart. You walked away and never handed me a tissue. You didn't, are you kidding me? So you just have to remember actions over words. How do they get you? "I love you, Mom. I'm sorry, Mom. I miss you, Mom." But they have to prove that they're worthy to be in your space now. Don't give it freely. And I'm not saying never. Just be patient. Let them prove over time that what they're saying is valid and true and that they're not going to break your heart again. Save yourself. I'm just letting you know you can do what you want. And it might seem cruel, but that's how I feel. And I'll be back.